Hello, everyone. Welcome in on this wonderful, I don't know if I'd use the word balmy, March 3rd, Thursday afternoon. I'm Tyler Pyburn from 5 Tool Productions. This right here is Create Smarter. This is where we get you up to date with everything kind of going on in the video production, content marketing, and just, quite frankly, the 5 Tool Productions world as a whole. So thank you so much for tuning in and joining us today. We've got, well, kind of a fun show planned for you today. We've got a little look back at some of the projects we've been working on. We'll introduce you to some of our new team members, and we'll also give you a tour of the day in the life of, well, our own Connor Clarity. So today, if you notice, we happen to be testing out some new sets, some new looks, new feels, new lights, just to see how things look and feel. So if you like it, let us know. If you don't, also let us know. We want to know what we can do to improve it, make us sound, make us look just a little bit better. So again, welcome in. We're going to kick things off by kind of jumping right into a webinar that we recently hosted, all about creating a content marketing machine in your office, basically turning your company into a media company at the end of the day. So we had Evertrue's Laura Austin on. She's the creative director over at Evertrue. She came on for a webinar just about a week ago, and we talked everything you need to know about turning your brand into a content marketing machine. And she has some just wonderful insight and really gave us the top 10 tips of, or top seven tips on how to really do that. And some of her insights were just fantastic, to say the least. So we're going to go ahead and kick things off by giving you a little glimpse at that, just one of the many great things Laura had to say.
We do all have cameras in our pocket, and my iPhone camera is incredible now. And so there is so much opportunity to not let the moment pass you by and create content and not stress too much about the quality or whether you have a professional video crew. Get the content and then send it to Phil and Tyler, and they can, in post-production, make something that looks amazing.
We definitely, for the record, we preach that big time. Is there's plenty of content to go around. I mentioned at the beginning of the show, if you can create something awesome every day, create something awesome every day. We'll find the right opportunities to work with you. Even as a production company, we encourage people. If there's things you feel like you can tackle on your own, do it, and then when the time comes where there's projects that it makes sense for us to work on, bring us in.
I mean, she's right. The best camera is right there in your pocket. You have it there. Utilize it as much as humanly possible. And then, as she said, of course, then give us a call and we'll put it all together for you. So great stuff from Laura. We're going to hear for a little bit more from her in just a little bit. But right now, we really are excited to introduce you to the rest of our team. Now, I know you're familiar with folks of the likes of Connor, Marisa, Phil, myself, and of course, Josh, who does all the switching in the back end. And we have Michelle on the team as well. But you haven't had the chance to meet some of our newest employees, Abby and Kyle. So today, a big part of the show is going to be dedicated to them. We're going to kick things off by giving you an introduction to our own Abby.
Hi there, folks, and welcome into a very special edition of this guest segment here on Create Smarter. It's kind of a dual segment, and I can explain that more in a second, but really thrilled to be joined here by our first guest, Miss Abby Franz. Abby, welcome to the program, and can't wait to get into asking you some questions and learning all about Abby.
Yeah, happy to be here with you right now.
Of course. So first question would really, everyone has a journey to where they end up. So how did you end up here at 5 Tool Productions?
Yeah, funny you would ask. I actually, over last summer, you and I ended up crossing paths due to some mutual friends. And we started talking about our shared love for switching. I had done some news switching at my old school, and you were telling me about 5 Tool Productions, and as time went on, there was the job opening, and so you and I kind of talked a little bit about it, and then I met with Tyler and I met with Phil, and it seemed like a great fit, and so just through me moving to Boston, it kind of just organically ended up here.
Just a little more broadly, in terms of media production, when and where did you sort of first figure out that this was a field you wanted to spend some more time and start doing for work?
Growing up, my dad made his own Halloween decorations, and so I spent a lot of time audio editing with him, making different visuals that we ended up using as a part of our decorations, and so that was really fun. And then in college, I ended up going in, I was going to go in for marketing because I thought I wanted to do kind of like product marketing. And I realized that what I enjoyed more about that idea was actually making the content, not doing the marketing aspect as much. I wanted to make the thing that people market, or make the product that gets marketed. So I really was getting into some video production classes at school. I realized that I wasn't exactly where I wanted to be. I was at a state school, so I transferred to Hofstra University, got really into their television program there, and I fell in love with it. And I knew that I wanted to be editing, I wanted to be shooting video, anything along those lines I was having a lot of fun with.
That's awesome. It's always cool. Everyone always has a different answer there. It typically starts with family. Someone, I think Phil talks about what he listened to the radio a lot with his parents back in the day. And that kind of spurred him on his whole path. So thank you for sharing that.
Yeah, of course. It kind of happens in like the way you least expect it to. You know, it's not always, oh, my dad was a video editor. It's more like I just enjoyed this thing. So yeah.
Totally. And so it's the beginning of March now. And if I remember correctly, you started here right about a month ago at the beginning of February.
Yeah, I started on the last day of January.
Oh, okay. So happy 1 month anniversary and then some.
Yeah,
I guess,
thank you.
I guess February might still be less than 30 days total, but
it feels it's been a solid month here.
Yeah. How you been settling in?
Yeah, it's been really interesting because when I joined the team, we are moving from the old office to the new office, so I was at the old office for about a week, and I knew that we were going to start moving when I started. So I was mentally prepared, knowing that like the first part of my job is going to be kind of moving over to this new space, and I am really thankful that I was able to do that because I spent the first week back in the old office constantly asking, "Where's this? Where's that?" I didn't know where the hard drives were, and then once I found where the hard drives were, well, where are the cables for me to even like plug anything in? And so I was spending most of my time asking you guys questions about just where to find things. And so now that we're physically putting everything in this new office, I'm learning not only where everything goes, but what we have, because there's so much equipment that I haven't even gotten the chance to put my hands on yet that I wouldn't know that it existed until we were moving stuff over. So that's been really nice, really getting like a hands-on feel for what we have here.
I'm wondering too, obviously you've joined the team as a video content producer. We're very strong in our ranks here. But that being said, we kind of wear a lot of hats. But then again, everyone does sort of have their own little areas of specialization, maybe just stuff that we kind of like to do. So what kinds of is your primary area of Abbey focus?
Yeah, one thing I'm super excited about, and I was super excited about coming here, is knowing that I know we do kind of shape into a main hat that we all kind of wear, but I knew the second I came here that it was going to be very open to me to kind of decide what I wanted to really focus on. And so I've already had a chance editing, I've already been making graphics, and you have been showing me a lot with our switching setup here. So right now I am really enjoying kind of getting to know everything that goes on around here. And I want to get into switching more. That's definitely something that I want to do. And I'm really enjoying making graphics for the content that I've been making so far. I've been really getting into After Effects, and that's been super fun.
I'm really curious. We ask this question just about everyone we interview here on Create Smarter. And that simple question, take a second to think, but how do you, Abbey fans, create smarter?
I think I create smarter by asking questions. I think a lot of people want to show their knowledge base, but there's nothing wrong with asking questions. And a lot of times through asking questions, you will gain even more knowledge than the original question that you're asking. If it's something like, how do I do this in Illustrator? I will get on a forum, and all of a sudden now I'm finding 10 other things that I can do. And you create such a knowledge base if you collaborate.
Definitely. And, you know, I think we can't leave this off on a better note than that. For asking a lot of questions here today. I feel like I've learned a lot. I feel like our friends at home have as well. And would just once again like to welcome you to the team, and it's awesome to have you aboard.
Cool. Thanks for having me. I'm very happy to be here.
Yeah. And that'll do it for this interview segment. Stay tuned for Kyle's coming up later in the show. But that's it for us. Now back to the program.
Back to the program, indeed. No, Abby, friends, has been nothing short of awesome so far. Like she said, she's done a little bit of everything. Mover, for one, but she definitely had a lot of hands in editing and After Effects, a lot of graphic design as well, and excited to really have her kind of take control in the switcher in the control room too. It'd be just awesome to see her continue to grow. And of course, only been here about 30 days, give or take, and she's going to keep taking steps in the right direction. And hopefully, if you're watching one of our clients, that you get a chance to meet her as well, which I'm sure you will. She's been out on a handful of shoots so far, which is just awesome to see. And speaking of shoots that we go out on, let's go ahead and let's keep moving on in the program itself. And we had the opportunity to produce just a great program for Tufts University, Leading While Black. It was just a phenomenal program that we ran on a Saturday, and it was really the culmination of a number of months of work, kind of all coming together for one event that we ran live about 2-3 weeks ago at this point. But it really did turn out to be just a wonderful show, and part of the show was actually us going on location. It was Phil, Marisa, and Connor going out on location, grabbing several interviews about an art installation that they were having on campus at the school itself. So we always love to give you a behind the scenes look, so why don't you take a peek right now.
Guys, we're in the car, we're about to go to Tufts. It's very chilly, but you know, should be good, should be a good ride. I love driving. It's one thing I love with my driving gloves that everyone makes fun of me for, but especially in this weather, thank God I had them. So all right, to Tufts we go.
It's so cold. We're here at Tufts. Woohoo!
All right, everybody, we have made it to Tufts University. We're in the Tisch Library, joined by my friend Marisa. We're setting up the equipment right now. We're doing 2 interviews and then getting a chocolate of B-roll. And let me tell you, it's really cool area we're shooting in. Nice exhibit, a lot of work put into it, so hopefully we can do it justice for the Leading While Black live event. We're done here at Tufts. Phil, how'd it go out of 10?
Great, 10.
A grade out of 10, sounds good to me.
10.5.
Ooh, can't get any better than that.
Love it, love it, love it. It's 2-camera shoot. I actually think I saw a 3rd camera in there at one point in time, but basically running the C200s, which are brand new into our arsenal of cameras. And we also were running a Sony mirrorless camera off to the side as well. It's kind of a 3rd behind-the-scenes shoot camera for the video project itself. But again, that video itself came out wonderful. The event was fantastic, and we loved every second of it. So, speaking of things and people that we love, one of those people happened to be one of our newest employees, Kyle Mcnaught. Kyle joined us, believe it or not, actually worked with Phil and I a number of years ago, but has actually recently joined the 5 Tool team, and couldn't be more excited to have him on board, to be totally honest with you. Just like Abby has just kind of attacked the role and doing a little bit of everything right now. So, while I know Kyle and the team has gotten to know him, you haven't. So let's go ahead and meet Kyle.
And welcome back into our second guest segment of the show. We are joined now by Kyle Mcnaught. Kyle, I know you're a big longtime fan of Create Smarter. It's great to have you on. Welcome to the program.
Thanks, Josh. Yeah, basically fanboying you over here, huh? I've been liking, commenting, annoying Marisa and you guys all the time on all your social stuff, so I get to be in front of the camera now, which is super fun, I guess.
Yeah. Except now you're here right now, so who's commenting on the show?
Oh, I mean, I'm definitely going to comment myself. I'll throw likes in there. I got a couple burner accounts I put on to make sure I look really good.
So that's who all those people are.
Yeah.
But no, Kyle, it's awesome to have you here. You joined the team a couple weeks ago. This is probably week 3 or 4.
Week three.
That's awesome. Well,
yeah.
Welcome aboard. Obviously, big fan of Create Smarter, but can you talk a little more about sort of what brought you here to 5 Tool? Or how you ended up here even?
Yeah, totally. So, again, I've been such a fan for y'all, for what y'all have been doing, but I've also been in video. I've been in video for about 12 years now. It's kind of been my career has been video production, kind of all digital, all live streaming, stuff like that. I actually, believe it or not, started up with Phil and Tyler. So we were doing video back in the day when we had one machine that could handle Skype and no one had Skype. So we always had to tell people how to download Skype. They got all mad at us. But yeah, it's been a fun journey. Video is so important, and it is kind of where most marketers are taking stuff. Pandemic taught us a lot. It's like, hey, video is gonna really work. People, when you're looking for products, when I'm buying stuff, I'm trying to, I look for photos, but I'm truly looking at video, especially when it comes to services. I got to wear that marketing hat for a little bit, and I wanted to see to help me understand what vendors were doing, how these people were working, what these platforms did. If you had a video, I was looking it up, and I constantly kind of judged you on video. It might be a little biased, but video is important, and that's kind of where everything's taken. So I've always been in that sphere of I want to be back in video. I want to be in this industry. I want to be streaming. I like to do this. And I knew what Phil, Tyler, and you, Connor, and Marisa, and now Abby, or everyone was doing here. And when I got to meet with you, I didn't get to meet with you on the day I came in, but getting to meet with Connor and Marisa was awesome. It's fun. There's so much creativity. It's so exciting to kind of be back in that space. I was living by myself for a while, so now I'm back with creatives. It's no longer me yeah, we can definitely do this. And then in the back of my head, I don't know if I can really do that shot.
Yeah, part of a team again.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to be with everyone here at 5 Tool.
That's great. And it's really cool. I guess your career, you've kind of already outlasted Skype. You said back when no one knew what Skype was, and now everyone knows Skype, but no one would ever use it.
Yeah. Oh, no, the best was, being in video, I would have a lot of people come up to me and be like, hey, my kid's an intern, or my kid's majoring in video. They're like, what's some stuff you have for them? And I tell them, I'm like, listen, when I was in college, Facebook didn't have video. Twitter was truly introduced to me my junior year, where someone came into one of our classes and told us this is the future. That's what makes video so much fun, is all these new things keep coming out. TikTok just released today. We're dating ourselves on this video, so it's horrible, but 10-minute videos. The amount of change and innovation and stuff, never mind what's going to happen with 5G, video is so much fun. So yeah, it's been really kind of cool seeing all that stuff and just being on the cusp of it as technology and equipment's gotten cheaper, more people do it, so how do you stand out? So that's kind of the thing I'm so excited to kind of bring to the table here at 5 Tool.
Yeah, no, definitely, and we're thrilled to have you. And speaking of what you've been doing lately, week 3, it's been great having you in. Can you talk just a little bit sort of what you've been hitting the ground running, working with recently?
Yeah, absolutely. So a lot, the behind the scenes is it was mainly moving. I joined the day we moved to this new office. So helping kind of bring all the stuff over to the studio, which has been fun because I got to really work with you, learn how we're using vMix. I was previously a TriCaster guy. So learning kind of the studio switcher and how we kind of connect all this stuff. Getting to really see how PTZ cameras, we're using over there, how NDI and all that stuff works is something that's been cool because I've known about it in theory, but I haven't gotten to use it. So a lot of what I've been doing for my first 3 weeks is kind of catching up into the sprint you guys have been doing. Like, you guys are truly in a sprint. And I was kind of coming from that, oh, I do 1 video a week. It's not that hard. I'm like, oh my gosh, they're doing so much. So it's been catching up with that. A little business development too, right? Like trying to figure out, how do we tell our story? How do we get our product out there? How do we talk to prospects who are interested in what we do for stuff like Giving Day, stuff like the higher eds and all of those things. But yeah, it's been a lot of learning for me as well. No, it's gonna be so cool. I mean, what we're gonna create studio-wise, control room-wise, all that stuff, it's gonna be a wow. It's gonna be like a, oh, wow, this is really cool. And just like I said, the stuff with PTZ, the stuff with this near field and how we can kind of connect. I mean, that was one of the coolest things I've gotten to do. Was last Friday when we had a snowstorm, you, Josh, were remote into a computer helping kind of handle a production. Whereas like only one of us really needed to be in the studio. It's just from 2010 when I was doing stuff and you needed everyone on site to be able to kind of handle this stuff, to like you just sitting on your couch. It is kind of crazy what we're doing, and like how we're building the online, the offline, the studio, your own studio in your company. It's so many cool things that we get to do here at 5tool.
For sure. Not really a whole lot else to do except ask you our favorite question for all of our Create Smarter guests.
Okay.
How do you, Kyle Mcnaught, create smarter?
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah.
You know, for how many times I've watched this, you would think that I would have an answer really prepared for all that. I think the big thing I like to do is try to research. I've done stuff, I've hosted podcasts, I've done plenty of videos where I've been in front of the camera. I find that the best way to create smarter is truly kind of research, but not have a strict plan. Have a guide of what you're trying to accomplish, understand that goal at the beginning, and then research how you're going to get there. But biggest thing is honestly go to people's about page and read what the heck they say they're really proud about. And if you can incorporate those words, you're going to show that you tried more than most people really do. Yeah. So that was the way I've always been trying to create smarter.
That's great. Well, thrilled to have you creating smarter. Obviously, really excited to continue working with you as we continue to build up this studio.
Yeah, less wires.
Your marketing focus is, I think we do our best to have a focus on that, but everyone's just pulled in so many different directions. It's really great to have someone with a bit more experience in that area, a bit more focus in that area, but another 5tool player as well. So
yeah, I'm so excited. I mean, it's you guys, the creativity you guys have on staff, the hunger, the drive you all have. It's gonna be so much fun to be a part of this. And we are just growing like weeds. So the different productions we get to do, all that type of stuff's gonna be so much fun. And then building a studio is gonna be so cool.
Yeah, definitely. Well, I think that'll just about do it for all of our guest interviews today. Really enjoyed talking with both Kyle and Abby, and thrilled to have more folks joining the team. And yeah, that'll do it for this segment. Now back over to you.
Now, some of the things, similarities that I saw between Kyle and Abby, well, obviously Kyle, yes, he's old. We know at this point. I'm allowed to say that because we're friends, obviously. But Kyle's been around a little bit longer. But the one thing that's interesting between the two of them, they both just, first off, started when we're in the middle of a move. So, tip of the hat to both of them, kind of taking the bull by the horns and just saying, you know what, we're going to get us moved in. So really thank you to both of you for help making that happen. Also, the other part that I thought was very interesting was when Josh mentioned or asked the question, how do you create smarter? They had fairly similar answers. They both ask questions. They both want to learn, and that's the only way you can grow. And that's what we like to do. We love to ask questions and learn, or really, what are your needs and how can we help and how can we step outside of our comfort zone in order for us to grow and make some really cool stuff at the end of the day. So, couldn't be more excited to have both Abby and Kyle on the team, especially Kyle. I'm sure you saw the Florida State on the shirt, and you also heard the y'all being dropped a handful of times as well. So I think that's a dead giveaway as to where that gentleman happens to be from. But again, couldn't be more excited to have both Abby and Kyle on the team. And it's only going to get better from here, to be totally honest with you. So, while we've met some of the new employees, there is one person that you see on the show all the time. We've already seen him a couple times, actually, on the show so far to this point, and that is Connor. And it is finally Connor's turn to give us a day in the life and how he teased proudly when he kind of gets the day started. So here's a look at Connor. That'll do it for us with Create Smarter, and we certainly hope to see you next time.
Good morning, everyone. It's your friend Connor Clardy from 5tool Productions here, and welcome to my day in the life. That's right, a little vlog series you know so well. You've seen Phil do it, you've seen Marisa do it, you've seen Josh do it. Now it's your boy's turn. I'm gonna bring you on all the adventures that we're doing today. We're going to the new office to meet our friends from Evertrue. We're gonna do a little fun little game show and then some seamless shoots. Another day in the life, but you're following me this time. And yeah, it should be fun. So come along on our little journey and let's go. I don't know about you guys, but I love to start my day off with a nice cup of tea. You know, I've been drinking tea for a very long time. Shout out to Tetley. Give me some money. I drank a lot of your tea in my day. But look at all this selection. We have a wide selection of tea here at the Clardy household in Newton. Look at this. We got black cherry berry. Shout out to Phil. We got a big box of Tetley. Shout out to my parents. And then look at all this tea chino, peppermint, macadamia nut, vanilla nut, and some lemon mango balm for a little sleepy time. So if you don't start your day off with a nice cup of tea, something's wrong. Slancha. Well, that's hot. That's not even ready to drink. Oh Jesus, it's raining cats and dogs today, ladies and gentlemen. I'll tell you what. Imagine I got pulled over and there's a camera hanging from my mirror. The cop would be like, "Excuse me, son, you know how fast you were going?" And I'd say hi to the 5-tool nation. Say hi to the 5-toolers, sir. Say hi to you, Cole. To my friends at 5-tool. Can you believe that? $3.59 for gas? Who do they think we are? I'm not Mr. Moneybucks. I can't be doing that. I'm walking to work. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, the grand reveal. The new office. Oh shoot, I went in the exit. There it is. How glorious. Alright everyone, we have made it through the rain and the slush into the new office. So this is a little sneak peek of our brand new office. It's our first shoot today. It's gonna be really fun. Look at these wide hallways and these nice walls and all this room for activities. Let's go see what the crew's up to. Hi guys.
Hello.
Yay! Oh my god, look at all the people and all the equipment, all this cool stuff.
It's the kind of day in the life.
It's a day in the life. Yay, dude! That's my best Nardwuar pose. Alright, let's set up a camera. Let's do that. Alright guys, this is my pal Marisa. You've seen her before. We're here, like I said, at the new office. First shoot of the new office. Big stuff. Marisa, why don't you tell us what's going on today?
We're shooting with our client Evertrue, and we have a webinar that we're shooting for them with some fun like game show elements and stuff like that. And then we're doing a video on the Seamless, that's just an explainer video. So now we have all this room to set up in and utilize the space for today.
Heck yeah!
Heck yeah!
Should be fun. Stay tuned. Keep... Yeah.
Step one done.
Just for 1 second. Do it back flip. Guys, check out this shot, bro. Are you kidding me, dude? What an epic shot. What, dude, I'm doing my day in the life. I have no idea. Hey guys, Connor back at it again with my best friends Phil and Marisa.
Hey!
We're about to transition to the game show segment of the shoot today. We've done a little B-roll, we've done a little, I don't know, scenes here and there with our good friends from Evertrue. So far, great day. What do you guys think? Huh?
Great day.
Going great.
That was a great day of shooting with Evertrue, game show, and Seamless. We love doing that stuff. Real fun to shoot, real fun to edit. And now we're kind of getting ready for another shoot on Monday at Tufts, our other good friends.
Always shooting.
Huh?
Shooting.
Always shooting, always working, always editing. That's the 5-tool guarantee, baby boy. How cool is this, guys, huh? This new office is really cool. I'm really excited. We're excited. Marisa's excited.
I am. Go what?
She's excited. We're excited. Look at the studio. Big old rooms. Makrika!